Live Saturday, September 9th. Classic Championship Wrestling, Valor Pro Wrestling, Seven Mountains Wrestling, and Pennsylvania Championship Wrestling Alliance United presents Battle at the Bridge at the old Bishop McDivitt High School, 2200 Market Street, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. With special guests, Enzo, Marty Skrull, Flip Gordon. Front row is already completely sold out. Second row is $20. General admission just $10. Meet and greet is at 5 p.m. Bell time is 6 p.m. For tickets, 717-379-4599 or 570-933-0370. You can also pick them up at the bridge at 2200 Market Street, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You don't want to miss the hottest territory in Pennsylvania, United!
Welcome, everybody. 3 Beards of Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Shane. Down below me is Adrian Starr.
Really?
Or Circle, or Adrian Starr again. Next to me is the Mind of Mayhem, Corey Cross. What's up, fellas?
How you doing this week?
This week is long already.
I know, right?
It's week of the day. I get it.
I mean, it's like short, like my Wi-Fi connection right now. This is just bad.
Yeah.
Right. You should bribe your neighbors to use theirs.
Yeah, I tried to, but then they don't speak English well. They look at it whole. That's all.
Right.
Whole.
Right. I get it.
So, unfortunately, our guest is not on with us as of right now. He may pop on. But if you guys got questions for us, it'll be us three to see if he hops on. If you don't, I mean, he don't. Remember, tomorrow we will be live again with our guest, Marty Skrull. Take care of a couple things real quick. This weekend, it is PCWA in Schuylkill Haven, PA, where I take on Rob Noxious and Joey P. Bell time 6. I'm sorry. I'm talking like my Wi-Fi is cutting out. Or brain cells. Next up, Friday, August 18th in Lewistown, PA. If you guys need tickets for that, hit us up. Where the Sky High title scramble match is going to take place, and with the internet sensation Jack. How do you say his last name? Vaughn.
Jack Vaughn. And thanks for that.
And then the following night, not the following night, I'm sorry, September 9th, at the old Bishop McDivitt High School, where Enzo, Marty Skrull, and Flip Gordon will be there. If you guys need tickets, I don't know if tickets are on, I think tickets are on sale. So if you guys need tickets for that, hit us up. And don't forget, the following night, August 19th, we're in Lebanon. I don't know why we don't have a poster for that. August 19th in Lebanon, again with Jack Vaughn, right?
Grappling's coming soon.
Jack leg slap.
Yeah.
Front row is sold out already on September 9th. So if you guys need anything other than front row, let us know. Because I just got reminded that.
Yes.
Even though it said it in the video.
Yeah.
Okay, it is.
Even though it said it in the video.
Hi,
Hey,
Courtney.
Courtney.
What's going
I
on?
want to say that commercial was amazing. There was somebody in there that I was not expecting to see, and it like blew me away. I was like, that guy.
Me.
That guy.
Thanks.
We should have put a taser over your face.
They should have. They really should have. They really should have, because that would have been shocking.
Yeah. Definitely.
Ha! Please don't quit your day job. That's not,
I don't have a day job.
Wow.
Thank you for bringing that up.
That's why your Wi-Fi keeps cutting out.
Hey, pretty much. Because I'm selling feet pictures on bigpinkytoes.com if anybody's interested.
Jesus Christ.
$10 to take your socks off, $42 to keep them on. You got it.
Yeah. No. Exact opposite.
Buy one, get one free.
Yes. You buy one toe, you get the other toe free.
That's gross. I got. Yeah, what do we got?
We're doing good. We're just gonna
Doing too bad. Just kind of shooting the shit, I guess, till
look
if
who's
bank
calling
shows.
me. Oh wait, look who's calling me.
Oh, look. Oh,
Mr. Banks.
Hello, Chris. Hello.
we have to do it via speakerphone.
Yeah, I just put it on speaker, but I can't hear him.
Nope.
He ended it. So maybe he will be hopping on.
Who knows?
Sweet.
Yeah, open forum Q&A right now.
We could talk some wrestling until he gets on here. Some $5 wrestling.
Who don't like wrestling?
Hi,
What's up, Jason?
Hey, Shrek.
He said he's running late. Give him a few minutes. Okay, cool.
Superstar time.
Superstar. Everyone's always late.
Everyone. Call time, kid. Call time.
It's all right.
Yeah.
So what kind of wrestling are we talking here? Or do you want to talk about?
I
I
mean,
don't know. I haven't been really watching AEW, so
nope.
I try to. I really try to. It's kind of hard because like the storylines with them are so convoluted. It's kind of hard to keep up with what's going on.
I did see they had the double cage, didn't they? Pay-per-view?
Yeah, I think they did.
I saw the bed of nails.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
I think so I saw a clip on Instagram where they sent Kenny Omega into it, right? And then I don't know if it's just me, but like I feel like Dean Ambrose kind of like
was stiff.
Well, no, he was kind of scared to take it when he got Kota. Who was it? Kota Ibushi or whatever.
Yeah.
When he kicked him, it's like he hesitated to bump,
like flinched up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that.
I don't know. I don't know if it was just me or.
I saw that too. I was like, okay.
The bed of nails is definitely what you don't see it often. So it's kind of like that big. I don't want to say big reveal, but if it's something that like you see barbed wire and light tubes and things like that, but you really don't see a bed of nails often. So I guess that was the what's going on. I guess it was the I don't want to say the shock factor, but yeah.
Grandpa Vance would have took it.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
Somebody had Jason has a question. Brooke, I think he meant Brock, versus Cody. Who do you think will win? I mean, that's pretty easy. I mean, I think they'll put Brock over.
They should put Brock over. I think Cody gets it this time.
Well, Cody went over on him last time.
You sure?
I think. Am I
sure?
right? And what pay-per-view was that? Was that Crown Jewel?
I don't think so. I think the last match they had, Brock messed them up or something.
Yeah.
So let's armchair book that for a second. Okay, Cody versus Brock, right?
Right.
Brock is not allowed to have another title shot. He lost, can't have another title shot.
Exactly.
What if this whole storyline is Brock toughening up Cody for a title shot?
Could be.
I was thinking about that the other day. That could be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, this could be a fun one. Brock would make the most logical sense.
Right.
Keep Cody off the Mania.
I kind of have a question. And
Yeah.
I want to get. I mean, I'll give my input too. But who do you think Damian Priest is going to cash in on?
Cody.
I think he's going to.
Yeah.
I think either not Dom. I think either Balor's going to go over on Seth, or he'll cash in on Dom for the belt he has.
I like the idea of him and Devitt going at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be fun because that's the way to break them up. Long-term booking, I'd like to see him and Cody work.
Yeah. But I think if they break that up, then I feel like they're breaking up all the cliques, really, because like they broke up the bloodline, which was a fantastic storyline, even with Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn brought so much to just that angle because like it was just hilarious, like everything he was doing.
It was something that it was lacking.
Yeah.
You know, I know there's a lot of people that say like comedy doesn't belong in wrestling, and you know, but you think about it, funny equals money.
You're right.
You know, and it doesn't have to be like the oh, I get it, it's so funny in your face. Just something that's on the nose, you know, something that like happens in the background to make you go, wait, did he just one of those things?
He's not being Uzi line probably broke the internet. That was probably the funniest shit that was out for the longest time. They even capitalized and made shirts. Like you said, that comedy brought the crowd in more too, because like it wasn't just like, oh, these guys are assholes. That guy's kind of funny, so we're gonna watch along, and it's gonna help enhance. It's like extra seasoning on a good steak. You know what I mean? Like it was fantastic.
Jason Holt with the questions today. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Who do you think Roman title? I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that they let Jay go over, but at the same time, I'm like, I mean,
they take it to Mania. Jay goes over in Philadelphia.
I feel like what would be next for like Roman then?
Take a minute. Nothing. Sometimes you get so hot you need that minute to cool off.
Yeah.
And look at the contract he just signed too. He's taking lesser dates.
Right.
So that could be like the thing that happened, but I don't think like with you Shane, I want Jay to go over. I don't think it's gonna be Jay though. I would love to see Jay get the belt, like personal reasons, but it would be, I think it'd be kind of a shock because it would basically keep it in the family.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Cody would be a good, switch. All of a sudden he's coming back for his redemption shot at the title. It's that Rocky Balboa moment.
Yeah. I don't know, because I've also heard that Carlito just signed too.
He did. Yep.
So,
very true.
I don't know.
But I don't think they're gonna put a title on Carlito. Not the heavyweight belt on Carlito. They should, because the dude looks phenomenal. He's in incredible shape.
Priest will beat Roman. He's the next big star.
I mean, you heard it from me.
Yeah, I think we've all done shows with him in the past, and he definitely had something back then. And with everything being honed, and I hate the word like he's being pushed in that direction.
Do you think? I got a question for you guys. since Rob kind of broached it, that Priest is the next big star. Do you think his story with the Judgment Day has kind of helped his rise or hurt his rise?
Helped.
I would say helped. Just because, like, I don't know. I feel like they're more over. I mean, I feel like Dom has more heat than anyone.
Yeah.
Out of all of them. Definitely Dom and Rhea, but I think it helped. I mean,
he definitely found his footing.
Right.
Because he came in solo and he was okay. He was Damian Priest. He was, and then you put him in a group with the other other three, and they all played off each other. It was a good place to find your footing, find your voice, and then I hate to say, once the little bird's ready, push him out of the nest.
I liked when it first initially started, when Edge was like the leader of Judgment Day and Priest was his right-hand man. You saw a different side of him, a different level of intensity when it came to the matches and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I see that. You know what I mean?
It's that proverbial passing of the torch.
Yeah. All right. So, like, somebody just brought this up. LA Knight will beat Roman. What do you think about LA Knight?
I don't see him beating Roman. He might beat Seth.
So, like, I feel like LA Knight is like, I don't know. Like, I feel like he's like, I mean, he will never be Stone Cold, but
no,
I feel like his gimmick is somewhat like Stone Cold, if that makes sense.
Yeah, in that aspect, and I feel with him because he's been around the NWA. He's been everywhere, right?
Yes, he's a journeyman.
He really is. He's the epitome of that word. In my opinion, he does not need the title to get over.
I mean,
that's how
when they were in London, that motherfucker was over.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I know it's the whole, the title doesn't get you over, you get the title over. But you started that stream. I'm mad all three of us just stopped and we're like all three had technical difficulties at the same time.
What do you think about the super kick Jay put on Paul Heyman?
Oh God,
it's everything it needed to be.
He pulled it.
It's everything it needed to be.
I think Paul Heyman's been in the business long enough where he should just start wrestling. Apparently,
he pulled that shit. He didn't want to kick him.
Right. Well, I mean,
I've seen a lot of I don't know if they're press conferences or I don't know what they are, but I've been seeing a lot of these videos of Paul Heyman talking to these big groups of people and just talking wrestling and going over stuff the Undertaker streak and talking about Brock, all this stuff, and I don't know, Paul Heyman's been around for a minute.
Yes, he has.
He's
Paulie Dangerously has been around for a very long time.
He does a lot of so he has he at one point had an internet show like Zack. I don't want to say Zack Ryder, but yeah, it was Heyman Hustle. It was kind of like a tabloid / wrestling / whatever, YouTube video thing.
Do you remember what company was that when he did that?
Yeah. He does a lot of public speaking like that.
Yeah.
He'll do a lot of just open Q&As and if he doesn't like the questions, he legit kicks people out.
Yeah.
I remember. So when I was there for one of the tryouts, Charlotte Flair was practicing her promo backstage, and all you hear is Paul Heyman yell at her. It was like, you need to get this right, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm like, Jesus, like, he got like that much power, like.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's that much power as opposed to that much respect.
Yeah, I mean, because I feel like he has to do stuff with promos, like somewhere. Like, I mean, I know he works with like all the promo stuff there, like on the road.
He's one of the top promo guys in wrestling.
Yeah,
like it's hard to find a lot of people who can even match him on the mic. That dude, he's a fucking genius on the mic.
Yeah. He always has been. I was watching old Continental Wrestling from '87.
Oh wow.
Oh.
That was the I don't want to say the twin sister, but the other company in Tennessee. It was USWA and Continental. And he back then could even just go.
Yeah.
He had Lord Humongous and all that, and it was
right.
And he could, even back then, he could still go.
Holy crap! Yeah.
Mark asked, speaking of Heyman, what is your favorite part in his career? I would have to say, I mean, obviously I like all the older stuff. But I think ECW, like, I don't know, like really made his career. Like not really made, like not like make his career like that, but like, you know, kind of like made him who he is today, really. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it really did. It helped him it helped him find his voice and what he was good at.
Yeah.
Accentuate positives, hide your negatives.
ECW was the shit.
Yes. I remember sneaking and watching ECW.
In no order, ECW, Dangerous Alliance, and his first run with Brock.
You think his entire run with Brock has been fucking, it's
always
been good.
I like the first because it planted the seeds for the other one.
Yeah.
Because Brock couldn't talk. Brock was just go smash, you know?
Yeah. Straight out of OVW, really didn't have a voice. They stuck her with somebody that basically blew the kid up. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Ultra fucking talented, a freak of nature. But one of these things that we all know that if you can't talk, it's kind of hard to be in the business. And so, hey, we're gonna give you this mouthpiece. And that was a match made in heaven. Like,
But I hate to say he could get you to drink the Kool-Aid. I've seen and I've heard many of the ECW pep talks.
Yeah.
You know, the tonight's the night and there's no better place than here, no better time than now. Let's go give them what their money, knowing that checks are going to be bouncing left and right. Knowing that he can't back up anything he's promising, but he's right there making you basically baffling you with bullshit, like a better word. And to me, he is definitely one of the best minds for the business.
Yes.
I was just watching the treasure show, like where they find like all their gear. And I forget, I think it was the Wild Samoans. Did you know they were actually the first Paul Heyman people? Like that was like their first person.
Yep.
When he was in WCW, yep.
Now, if you guys haven't watched that show is actually pretty cool to watch. Like
it is.
Like, the Samoan SWAT team.
Yes, the Samoan SWAT team.
Yes, the Samoan SWAT team. What do we got?
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew. Oh.
What up?
Who is this man?
The one, the only, the unmasked Java.
Chris Banks is in the woods.
What up?
You probably ain't like the crocodile.
All right. They got woods in New York?
I don't live in New York no more. I live in Jersey now. I'm bougie now.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, I'm bougie. You will love where I live. It's all woods in the back. Look at that. All in the front, the back.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, you will love it. I'm like a fucking. I got a boat now. I'm so country now.
Got a boat?
I'm no longer a city boy.
Kayla said you'll be late to your own funeral.
You still got the bike? You still got the bike?
when am I not late? I was thinking about that too. I was like, because I just ran out of a shoot and like the shoot was running late. So as I hit traffic, I'm like, why am I always fucking late, bro? Like when it comes to fucking anything wrong. Look at these beautiful faces here. That makes me smile. It's been a long time.
Is it as?
It has, sir.
All right. Well, I guess we can start with Chris now.
I mean, you want to do the intro, or we're halfway through?
I mean, basically.
Yeah. No, we'll just jump in with him.
Can I do this
All right,
on air? Or is that...
Yeah, we all do it. You're good.
It's
You're
legal
good.
where I'm from.
Fair enough.
Adrian, we'll let you start.
Okay, Chris, man, it is an absolute pleasure that you're here. It's good seeing you, brother, as always. So my question for you is I'm gonna go a little bit out of order. You've had a lot of gimmicks. So can you explain to me what is the difference between the icon Chris Banks and Cool Cat Chris?
One kid's a fuck. Excuse me. Oh man, I almost cursed.
You can curse. You're good.
Like I haven't done anything wrestling like in so long. So like it's funny because like now I ventured into other things. I don't know if like Shane caught you up, but like I'm doing other things now with myself.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cool things thanks to wrestling benefits. But,
Right.
So yeah, like with characters, like the difference I would say is more of a state. I guess it's more like the presence of like as a cool cat. I care more about my looks and how I, you know what I'm saying, get over and how the crowd feels. And when I'm just myself or Mr. No Limits, I can care less. It's just about winning. It's like just character, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm with it.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead, Shane. Go ahead.
All right.
Yep.
Let's see.
Fuck, I'm breaking up so bad. My bad. Hold on, let me step inside.
That's all.
I just got in from a long ass drive, so I want to fucking step outside. All right, go ahead. I'm good now.
Haley said hi, Chris.
What's up? What up? What up?
And my pop says he misses you.
Love you. I love that guy, man. That guy's awesome. I always put him over.
Let's see.
Excuse me.
All right. Have we seen the last?
Recently, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Have we seen the last of Chris Banks in the ring?
Hell yeah. Yeah. I'm over this shit now. Like I love like giving back. Like that's why I love like going to different spots, different training facilities, looking out, passing the law, and helping the guys out. Like when my phone rings, you know what I'm saying? I answer it. Guys ask me to help them get places. I make that phone call, whatever the case might be. But as for myself, like I'll get in there and I'll roll around with y'all. Cause I can't any minute be like, all right, I'm done. But to actually do a match, nah, I don't see that happening, bro.
Just one more.
That shit hurts. Like, yo, like it's funny too, cause like I guess like people always say like wrestling's fake and it like this, that, and third. Like I wish it was, bro. I wish it was this soft trampling like people think that it is, dude. And it's like this shit too. Like when you're doing it constantly, your body develops like a callus.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're not doing it that much, like I'll go train with the boys one day, and the next 3 days I'm fucking hurting. Like I'm not.
I will say that since we put out the post that you were going to be on here, a lot of people were commenting and like sharing it, and like everyone was like talking really good about you.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's a pleasure. Thank you. That's cool to hear. Cause like since I've like Shane knows, because I speak to him here and there. Like since I've walked away from wrestling, like I know nothing about wrestling. Like I don't really connect with that world no more. Respectfully, like even like the people that do connect, like it's personal conversations, not really much wrestling conversations.
Right.
So like to hear something like that, yo, that's like it sounds soft, but that's heartwarming, yo. Like thank you, yo. Real talk. Like thank you. That's cool, yo.
My pop said you're lying. You know, there's one match you want that we spoke about.
Oh, I you know what? That match I will do, He knows. I'm not gonna put that out there, but all right, yeah, he got me on that one. All right, that match. All right, I guess there is one. I guess I still have one enemy left.
Right, just one, just one,
just one.
Okay.
But it's like, cause that one, it's like, and it's more of a mark out moment for me, and like I just respect the hell out of that person so much that it was always somebody that I wanted to work with. Like I've spoken with them, I've shared locker with them in the past. But like I've never like they've influenced my work when I was wrestling a lot, like watching how they move and stuff. And like when I heard like me and Robert speaking and I heard a connection, I was like, wait a minute, are you serious? And I was like, dude, that one I would jump on.
He said Black Friday.
Also too, I gotta watch what I do. So we got, like I have other ventures until like I'm contracted in at the moment. So like I gotta I that sounds so good, but I just gotta make sure first.
Kayla said it starts with just one.
I can't do.
She's not lying because it does.
That what? I'm sorry. Say that again.
She said it starts with just one, like one match.
Yeah, and it stops at just one. I'm very confident enough to know that it stops at just one, because it happens as after that one match, I already know, like, all right, I'm happy. Like real talk, like, I've like when it comes to wrestling, like, in the sense of me as a performer, I feel like I've accomplished everything I wanted to. In the sense of like, personally, you know, like I never even wanted to be a wrestler in the first place. It was just something that came along to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, just so like to have done what I've done and been places I've been, places that I've been. And like, it's just, to me, that's honor enough. Like I'm happy as it is, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Like I like, my last match was at a really good place. And then like the whole COVID thing happened. So it was just like, to myself, it's like, I'd rather stop while I'm good, instead of start deteriorating and leave a bad name out there, if that makes sense.
We'll go back to this one because Mark Mess is just very
Mark Mess, what's good, my brother? Love you, brother. That's a good dude, right? I always put him over. Like anybody I meet that I speak about with wrestling, like just general, like I don't really tell people I wrestle unless like it comes up or something. But like people that are wrestling fans and I speak to them about wanting to be wrestlers, I always tell them if they're in Pennsylvania, hit up Mark Mess, and if they're on the like going towards middle or west, like Harrisburg area, hit up Rob Noxious. Always. Anybody in Pennsylvania. Like, there's a lot of film studios in Pennsylvania, so I do a lot of filming out there. So I meet a lot of people out there.
Oh, yeah.
Like I always put always put the family over, bro.
All right, Corey, it's up to you.
All right. You said about one more, right? You got that one dream match, right?
How would you call it a dream match? I guess you can, yeah, because that's the only one that would get me out. So I guess so, yeah. I guess you can say that.
We talked about the end of Chris Banks. How did Chris Banks start? How'd you get your start, man?
Well, when I was younger, my best friend in junior high school, her name was Angie. And we were like really close. Like everybody thought we were brothers and sisters. Like we had like a group of friends, and like we used to always hang out at her house after school. And her brother was like, he was a cool dude, older dude. Long story short, he ended up being Monster Mac, Steve Mac. So like I was like, oh shit, wow, you're a wrestler, blah 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 blah. So like he introduced me to the ropes and basically broke me in that sense. And then I stopped for a couple of years. That was like about 15. Then I stopped till about the age of like 19, 20. And I just moved to Jersey, and like I didn't have the best upbringing. Like when I was young, I was a hood bug. I had a lot of not good things, but I like it because it turned me to who I am now. So wrestling was my getaway, because when I moved to Jersey, like my sister knows me like the fucking back of her hand. So she saw like I had horns, you know what I'm saying? I still wasn't, you know what I'm saying? My mom, I had too much free time. So she literally hit up the school on some, what's the information, whoop-de-woo. And she got all the info, and she was like, yo, bro, this is where you're going. Kill your mind with this. Keep yourself occupied with this. So I started going to this training facility in New Brunswick. What the fuck was it called? Jersey some shit. So anyway, so that's how I met Dirtbag Dan. And fucking Dirtbag Dad used to work down the block from the spot. So it would be like me, Janella, Dan, Corey Havoc, Shaft. Sometimes Titus would pull up. Like, it was a lot of us. And we would be there like 4 or 5 in the morning, bro. And so, yeah, one day Dan was like, come with me to the show. So I went just to keep Dan company. And he hands me a bag. He's like, this is your gear. I'm like, the fuck? What do you mean? He's like, you're on the card. You're my partner. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean I'm your partner, bro? Like, I'm not trying to wrestle. And yeah, so, and then from there, just people kept bugging me. So I blamed this shit on Dirtbag Dan.
I blame a lot of shit on him, yo. Just
Yeah.
that.
Yo, but real talk, I always laugh because, like, if you know him personally, I always said, like, he's not a dirtbag. Like, first off, the motherfucker showers like 3 times a day. Like, me and him used to be roommates.
Don't kill the kayfabe,
So,
brother.
like,
Come on.
he's that person, but like, sometimes he does scumbag moves, and scumbag's not marketable, so we can't call him Scumbag Dan. So he has to be Dirtbag Dan.
Don't kill the kayfabe, brother. Don't kill it. Come on. He's dirty. He smells funny. You know.
Oh yeah, no, he's the Dirt Dolly. My bad.
Yeah. He smells funny. He
My
got,
bad.
you know, he might got the Diva 3. It's whatever.
He lived in the backyard.
He did, literally.
Jason Holt said Chris Banks versus Mr. Ping one more time.
Yo, those are one of my funnest matches. Not even just saying that because you're here. Like, those are always my fun. I like it. It was always a good match. Like, I don't think we ever had a bad match. And I don't think we've ever called the match. So, like, that was the good shit. Just get there and let's go. Who's on?
I named you as one of my funnest matches too because we were doing the show at the
at that in
the
Harrisburg,
fourth choke finish.
that music shit. Another match. Yo, what we doing out there? Just have fun. All right, cool.
All right, cool. Like, yeah, we went out there. It was
and we did that cool spot, the fucking the whole Star Wars spot.
yeah,
dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, that was dope too. Fuck yeah.
Neither one of them are Ed
I
House. Just
forgot about that. Boy. He gave me a fucking choke slam from across the ring. Yeah, I caught hype with that. Never seen that then again.
No,
neither one of them are Ed House. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Fucking, you said Ed House? That match was another one too. Like, that one spot I did. Up to this day, I don't know why nobody ever does that shit. Like, it's so different. But like, fucking, I did like a springboard corkscrew into a hurricanrana. Mm-hmm. And if you watch it on replay, my head is like if Ed House wasn't as tall as he is and it catch my legs last minute, I was breaking my neck, bro.
Oh, no, the back of your head
just misses the canvas by like this much. It just like my hair, because at that time I had the long hair. You see my hair graze along the fucking canvas.
I think we're reeling Megs back in a little bit.
We are.
It's good times, bro. It's good times. Like,
did you sell your boots?
Man. I love it.
Did you get rid of your boots?
Yeah, I fucking walk away with anything, bro. Because like, if I have it, I can say yeah.
Fair enough.
Like, not only that, like, if like for that one match, like, I'll be stupid if I come back looking exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that?
If you still have your boots, you're coming back. You know that.
Even if I had boots, I wouldn't wear them. Fucking the other day, matter of fact, I'll put y'all on to something. The other day, I did a taping, whatever. So, like, I had to wear a bodysuit, whatever. And, yo, bro, 8 minutes, as soon as that shit was over, I took my mask off. I was about to throw up. Yo, dead ass, yo. I fucking grabbed the garbage can. I just kept dry heaving, yo. You know what? You got to throw it, but it just doesn't come out, but you wanted to so you could feel better. Yo, I was stuck back there like, the fucking suit was drenched. And the point is, though, I was wearing wrestling boots for that shit. And, like, that shit was so uncomfortable. I was like, yeah, I couldn't even wear them no more, even if I wanted to.
My pop said, nothing's better than you coming through the front door in Lebanon and kicking Lyric during the national anthem.
That was awesome. That's another moment. And it was at the high part, and the land of the free. Boop, shut up. Oh man, that's fucking good times. What?
Adrian,
How about
up to you.
when first off, this is not my fault. This is all Rob's fault.
Oh, hold on.
He tells me go out there, be anti-American. How anti-American do you want me? Go all out. I could be disrespectful, pretty much. That's what you're telling me. So I got out there. I was working Dylan, and I grabbed the American flag and I did a fucking I used it as like the fucking like a magic carpet, jumping off the top rope, doing the splash and shit. And then I was like tying it on my boots, kicking him, just like spitting on the flag, being a totally dick to the fucking American flag. Bro, we get to the back. Some soldier was in the crowd. This motherfucker was so mad. He came storming in behind me. One, I'm in character. Two, in character or not, you ain't gonna scream at me, bro. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Yo, that shit was wild. And then it ended up cooling down, but that shit was funny. I was like, oh man, I kind of felt like an asshole. Like, damn. People probably really think I'm like that, yo. And it's funny too, because it's like I was just having a conversation with my agent, because my agent known me for a while. He knew me when I was wrestling, and he always thought it was the funniest shit, because he's like, Chris Banks, the character, and what I put out there, this persona, and what people think and know of me, this loud, high energy, full of fucking whatever kind of guy. And then you meet me as a person, I'm mad quiet. I'm I like to read. I like to learn shit. I go to I'm into hiking. I'm into the most what? I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I'll smoke fucking bud here and there. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm the complete opposite in real life of the persona. And I think that's cool, because it's I make people believe somebody I'm not. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Excuse me.
Adrian, up to you.
Okay, Chris, we keep talking about it. I know you keep bouncing around. Are you at liberty to say what that dream match is? Who that person is that you would love to be in the ring with, or is that a hush-hush thing that you can't really talk about?
I wouldn't put it out there because it's not my spot to put it out there. Mm. And just for a business sense, I don't think that's something Rob would want to put out there, especially
okay.
About, you know what I mean? Just in that sense. I'm sure once the cameras go off, we can talk. We're all gonna fucking talk.
I tried to sneak it in there.
I'll tell you what, it's a good match. The other day I was watching, I was on the computer and I saw they just dropped the number 12s, black and white, and I have this dope ass Yankee hat that goes so sick with it, yeah.
What the heck? So now you're talking about shit. We know you're a sneakerhead.
Shane's a sneakerhead, so he gets the.
We know you're a sneakerhead. Yeah. I saw his face light up as soon as you started talking about it. He was just like, "What?" Really? Really? His nipples got hard.
When I said the 13s, he knew where that was going.
Yeah, both his nipples got hard.
Oh man!
All right, so if you had to pick your top 5 favorite matches, who were they with?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I don't know, because you see, I can never really, not even saying it because I want to say feelings. It's just I can never really say that because, to me, every match was a different experience. Because I've had matches that I was pissed off afterwards, but I appreciated long term. And to me, that was a good match because it was a learning experience. If that makes sense. Perfect example, I worked down south. This one guy, this one I'll put on blast because I don't know fucking I don't really remember his name or nothing. But I'm trying to remember the name so you can YouTube it. Fuck. Well, whatever. I worked down south in North Carolina. I was working, and just looking at the guy, I can tell he really had no clue what the fuck he was doing. That he really wasn't trained. But I was like, whatever, I'm already here, and they were paying me ridiculous amounts. I was like, fuck it, I'll give you 5 minutes. And I just the way I controlled, fuck, I'm trying to remember his name because it's actually on YouTube. He posted it.
Oh, don't worry, we'll find it.
the way I controlled the match, like to me, it was a learning experience. So to me, that was one of my favorite matches, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you can just see like in the match, like while we're chaining, I'm holding his hips, like making him stand here. I'm like taking his arm, making him reverse myself, putting him in camera, like shit like that. So that's why like, I can never really pick a top 5 match or any top match because like to me they're all just my better matches are my bad matches, if that makes sense. Because it just made me learn somebody I didn't know I had in me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Yes,
Go ahead. I'll let Adrian take it since we got what 15.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Adrian.
So we talk about all your good matches and stuff like that. And that what is a couple of matches that you've had where you've walked away and kind of really, really thought yourself, ones that really stuck with you, like, man, I should have did something different, or I could have done this different.
The match with Shango.
Oh no, we had too much fun with that one. No.
Matches that I've gotten hurt in.
Okay.
Like I've my dumbass like gotten power bombed off of top of a cage and like landed on the back of my head. That was something I regretted.
Yeah.
Did a moonsault on a guy that like I knew he wasn't gonna catch me. He came down and I fractured my arm. That was a fucking like I don't want to name names. I don't want to be wrong,
Right.
I mean, like, just because I don't do it, I still don't want to, you know what I'm saying, knock the next guy. I don't want to burn somebody else's bridges.
Well, you don't have to name names. We were just kind of like generally wondering, like have there been times where you've wrestled and you've done the match, you're in the back, you're taking everything off, you're talking to the boys, and you're like, fuck.
I honestly I came across like stuff like that with like, but it's usually more like the green guys. Like I try to make it as simple because I never went into a match, as I'm sure you guys could back me up on this. Like I never went into a match with a this is what I want to do mentality.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like, and like I always wanted to do what the next person was comfortable with, because like I can what you're comfortable with, and you're telling me I can work it to. If you're comfortable with that, I can work it to make it look better. But if it's just something you're just trying out, I'm gonna be too worried about what if they fuck up. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Right.
Totally.
So it's like I like working with the newbies, for example, is like greenhorn, excuse me. It's to me, it's like an example of like you will get frustrated, and I'm just generally speaking, like I'm speaking like anybody who's like learning now or even experienced guys. Working with greenhorns or guys that don't fucking get it, because not everybody gets it.
Right.
It's hard, and like it makes you want to cringe, but like you got to look at the bigger boat of it and look at the bigger picture. Like yeah, at that moment you're tight, but the bigger picture is that afterwards it's a learning experience, because you get to speak with that person, and you know what I'm saying, you get to ask them like, yo, what happened out there? Because like first off, if you say, yo, what happens out there, and the person's like, I'm sorry, man, I got lost, you should never blame them. You should never be like, what the fuck you mean you got lost, blah, 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 blah. Like, nah, that's your moment right there to teach them something. Like, if they're like, yo, I'm sorry, I got lost. All right, cool. Like, I get that, man, but like, fucking think, bro. Like, if that ever happens again, bro, like, grab the fucking ref or like, let me know, like, yo, I'm lost. We'll slow it the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of like, you fucking, yeah, you got lost. Woo, 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 woo. Because you're not learning nothing from that. All that's happening now is like I'm feeling some kind of way against you, and you're feeling some kind of way against me. And at the end of the day, they we fake. Excuse me. Oh, bad word. At the end, edit that one out. I don't know. but like at the end of the day, it's like you're only as good as the person makes you look. We're fake fighting for money, bro. Like you're only gonna look as good as I'm making you look. So work with me, you know what I'm saying? And like just better me up. If you can't coach, how will you coach it, boy, if that makes sense?
That's true.
Like even like when I and like this one I give a shout out to Joey B from Warriors of Wrestling. He's the one that actually taught me this one. When you're teaching a group of class, get one of the newer guys I'm sure you guys follow that too, but you get the newer guys to teach the basics to the new guys only because when you're teaching, you're understanding the fundamentals of why you're doing it as opposed to just doing it to do it. So same goes for if you're having a bad match, now's your opportunity to teach them why you're doing it as opposed to doing it just to do it. Feel me? Does that make any fucking sense?
Yep.
Makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Yep. And now with that, Chris, everything you just said, if you could go back on day one of your wrestling training, the first day, what do you tell yourself, man? What advice do you give yourself on day one of training?
Stay in boxing. There's more money there.
Fair enough.
Nah, you know what? I can't even say that because like real talk, like I met a lot of good people through wrestling. Like I met y'all. Fucking my day one was fucking Tommy the Moose. If you know me, you know how much I love that motherfucker. And like we met from day one, literally. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's would I change it now? What I would say to myself, as speaking to like somebody just start from somebody with experience, prepare for heartache and heartbreak, bro. And like watch who's your brothers, because there's really no brothers. Everybody's just an opportunist. And I say that with respect, because at the end of the day, it's a business. I ain't mad. I ain't hate nobody. It's all a business, you know what I'm saying? And you just gotta know, like, you know what I'm saying, like, treat it like a business. There's gonna be heartbreak, there's gonna be heartache. Not everybody's gonna be your friend. There's gonna be politics. However far you want to go is how much you're willing to give in.
Definitely.
Like,
Solid advice.
It's real talk, yo. Like anything you want, you know what I'm saying? You just got to go for it, especially in wrestling, like, and always have a backup plan. And like one thing I learned about wrestling, personal experience, is when you treat it like business, you just grow business mind, and it just becomes a business. Like outside of wrestling, like now, while I was wrestling, I was doing contracting, but since I haven't been wrestling, I've taken my knowledge and ways of wrestling. I've used it in other businesses, music management, fucking construction contracting. Now in the acting world, fucking Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all like use wrestling as your education to life. If you want, if that makes sense. Yeah, there you go.
Completely.
Just be wise, bro.
Yeah. I dig it.
Go on about that, bro. Because like what happens too, like what I've noticed too, like I remember when I was growing up, like it was a different era. So like people were hard asses, that people were straight up with us. Like, bro, not everybody's gonna make it. You need to fucking have your fallback plan. You need to understand that there's a real world outside of this. That mentality's gone now. Now everybody's like, oh, give me fucking $100 a week. You're gonna be a fucking WWE superstar. You know what I mean? Like that's fucked up. That's not realistic.
Hell yeah. Cool. Anything else, Corey?
I think I'm good. We got about 6 minutes left.
Yeah.
Thanks. We're gonna give you this time, man. Put yourself over. What have you been doing? If people want to follow you, can they follow you? Socials,
yes,
anything?
what up, world? Yeah, Mr. No Limits, Chris Banks. That guy's retired. Now, real Chris Ace. I'm on Instagram _Chris Ace. Yeah, I go by my government now. August 13th, check out the movie Liquor Run. You might see somebody co-starring in there. And a few other projects coming out. I don't know what I could disclose because of NDAs and stuff, but like I know I could talk about Liquor Run because that's coming out August 13th. So yeah, you get to see my pretty face on the big screen. So and yo, it's not even just saying it because I'm part of the movie, but yo, like it's funny. Like it's funny. Like while we were filming it, a lot of scenes I'm sure the bloop is gonna be great. Like a lot of scenes though, they had to like call cut because we would all break out laughing. Like yo, it's one of those movies. And like if you're into like those comedies, like it's kind of like I'm not saying it's like, but it kind of gives like that Friday vibe. I guess you could say it's in one of those comedy genres like Friday, but it's an East Coast thing. Yeah. Liquor on the
right.
I love it.
My dad asks, who's better, Stefan Ramon or me?
Wait, in the ring or in the bedroom? Hold on. I'm trying to think. Fucking, I've never had a singles match with fucking Stefan.
No, we did that 3-way and
Yeah, that's fucking. Remember, I was mad as hell because I fucking went under the ring for something, and when I came out from under the ring, I had fucking glitter all over me from Stefan, and that shit did not come off. It like got over my gear bag for like weeks. I was just full of glitter. It was in my hair. I remember like I was legit mad. Like, what the fuck? Why so much glitter, bro? I don't think we had a singles match though. You know what's cool, dude? Like, all right, in a lot of categories, I'm sorry, Stefan, but the only reason I go with Ping over a lot of people is because like I remember Ping before he was a wrestler, like when he was fucking playing baseball. For those who don't know, Ping's a really good baseball player. And remember, I'm sure fucking you remember fucking Shango? Yeah, Shango. I'm gonna call you fucking Shango. Fucking he didn't want to be no wrestler. He didn't want to be a wrestler. He just came in the ring. Before the shows, he would just come and roll around with me. I'd be like, yo, like, you're fucking good. Like, why don't you get there? I don't want to be a wrestler. I play baseball. Wrestling's whack, blah, 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 blah. So it's like seeing him growing up and, like, becoming a good fucking wrestler, a great fucking wrestler, and, like, having all the cool matches I've had with him, like, he beats a lot of people in a lot of categories. There's a lot of personal attachments to it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now Mr. Pink's built like a backstop.
Yeah. Definitely. All right. Well, before we get off, Chris, you're going to get covered up for a second. This weekend, where I take on Rob Noxious and Joey P in Schuylkill Haven, PA. Front row is sold out.
Wait, hold on. You said Joey P?
Yes, sir.
You know that's my dog, right?
Uh-huh.
You know me and him rode together, right?
We did a 3-way like a couple months ago with him, too.
Man, I just saw that pop up, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Next up, August 18th in Lewistown, where Jack Vaughn will be there. And then the next night in Lebanon. And then September 9th at the old Bishop McDevitt High School, where Enzo, Flip Gordon, and Marty Scroll will be there. Front row is sold out. If you guys need tickets, hit us up, and we'll get you that info. And remember, guys, tomorrow we'll be live too with our guest Marty Scroll. Cool.
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, thanks. It's always a pleasure, man. It's been far too long.
Too long.
Way
Yo,
too
I love
long.
you guys, man. It's always a pleasure, man.
All right,
I made my night, yo. I will catch up with y'all and see y'all soon. I love you all, my brothers.
Love you, man.
Love you too, man.
Bless y'all.
Later.
Be safe. Thanks.
All right, guys.
All right.
Live Saturday, September 9th. Classic Championship Wrestling, Valor Pro Wrestling, Seven Mountains Wrestling, and Pennsylvania Championship Wrestling Alliance United presents Battle at the Bridge at the old Bishop McDevitt High School, 2200 Market Street, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. The special guests, Enzo, Marty Scurll, Flip Gordon. Front row is already completely sold out. Second row is $20. General admission just $10. Meet and greet is at 5 p.m. Bell time is 6 p.m. For tickets, 717-379-4599 or 570-933-0370. You can also pick them up at the bridge at 2200 Market Street, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You don't want to miss the hottest territory in Pennsylvania. United!